Really?
And then I said,
But then I went up to him and I was like, and he was like,
that's what I was.
and I was, we're Crab.
We're a 5-piece noise rock band from Brooklyn, New York. We're known for our charm, our energy, and our powerful live performances. Chris Paul and I went to college together, and we were playing music every day for hours a day. And then the pandemic happened, we all moved around and met back up here in the city, and met Chuck, and then met David through some friends, and we've been playing together ever since, and it's been great. It was the three of us at first, just kind of working on stuff in the basement and fighting, and trying to cover drums and bass, and now we have Chuck and David, and they're able to really contribute a lot, and it's been great.
The inspiration for our latest release was actually, I think it was our first process as a band to make a band EP, because the first EP we made was kind of created in a vacuum. It was a bunch of sketches and ideas that me, Paul, and Captain had that we recorded in a dank basement. And this was the first time we took an effort as a group to make a band EP. We played a show at Pete's Candy Store, and we met an incredible engineer called Irving Gaduri, and he basically offered to record us in a real deal studio, and that was the first time we were able to do that, coming from a DIY background. And the process was, what songs we had, what we thought was interesting, and working with Irving to make those come to life.
I would say our EP release show was the most memorable show we've had. It was at the Rabbit Hole, which was a DIY venue in Bushwick. And so they really gave us free reign to make the show everything we wanted it to be. All the wives and our friends came and helped us out. Chuck's wife Sarah and Carol, Chris's girlfriend, made a piñata for us. So it was really like, it felt like it was a party, and we were celebrating the release of our EP. So that was great.
Yeah, it was a sick community event. It was like just awesome to have everybody there and like hang out and get to see all my friends and play a show and see my friends play, and it was great.
Drinking in each other's eyes.
I think the way that we approach songwriting is pretty similar. Me, Chris, and Captain write the bulk of everything, and Captain will typically come with a riff that we'll all flesh out together and kind of jam on. Chris will typically have a song, like a front to back song, that we'll kind of sit and elaborate on and add parts to, or you'll have parts. And I kind of do the same thing. I may have like a mix of both. I may have like a riff that we can elaborate on, or I might have a complete thing. I try to come up with a complete thing every time, but not always.
I see our sound evolving in kind of a noisier direction. I think we're starting to understand how what the arranging process is for 3 guitars a lot better, because it's difficult to try and allow everybody to occupy space without being oversaturated. But I think we're getting pretty good at that.
I think our process is really starting to become solidified, from going from the songwriting to us jamming it out to the demo at our practice space that we now have. Then we take that to Steven, who's going to be producing the next album, and we've already done one song with him, and I think it's just kind of this perfect cohesion between the band and the production side, and I think it's going to be really cool.
Thanks for watching us. We've been Crab.